hard-working mamas. How you doing today? It is time for Real Organized Mom Secret number 4. I feel like it's a woohoo that we've made it to number 4. All right, we've talked about in secrets 1, 2, and 3 about your calendar, your mom office, and your kids. Today we're going to tackle food. Yay, right? No. Sometimes it's the most torturous thing there is, I feel like, as a mom. That and laundry. All right. So, yeah. The kids, as I'm sure you've noticed, you've been a mom long enough, the kids are always hungry. Why is that? No. Seriously, though, I was having a discussion a couple of days ago with a friend who has a 4-year-old, and she was talking about how her daughter has these massive meltdowns when she doesn't get food when she says she's hungry. And that plays into why this has become one of the systems in the Real Organized Moms email class. So we're going to come back to that in just a second. Hi, everybody. I am Casey. And if you've watched the other videos, you may be noticing that this eye looks weird. I've got a burst blood vessel in this eye. So sorry if that's like funky, but I wanted to keep going anyway. So I'm Casey from The Real Thing with the Koch family and at realcoke.com. And I've noticed that most moms feel stressed and overwhelmed much of the day. And so I created the Real Organized email class that has some simple organization systems that I teach moms, and that helps them create freedom in their home and gives them time to do some of the things that they enjoy, like maybe some little crafts or tackling that DIY that they've been wanting to tackle. And overall, from the moms, myself, and the moms that have already gone through the class, very much so reduces their stress and therefore also helps them enjoy being a mom more, because it's easier to enjoy being a mom more if you're not feeling stressed all the time about being a mom, right? All right, so one of those stressors is the what's for dinner, or I'm hungry, what's in the house, right? And going back to the example of the 4-year-old, it is so true that, especially with younger kids, when you've got to make sure that you have food in the house and some kind of snacks and meals ready or ideas, because for your own sanity and for your child too, I mean, to make it more successful for them, if they're getting fed when they need to, they're going to be less likely to have those massive meltdowns, and it helps them feel better about themselves too, because none of us likes that. But and I'll give you a little bit of hope if you've got some of those younger kids that have those meltdowns. My kids are definitely out of that stage now, and it does end at some point. Yay, right? And yet, they still need to be fed, and so do we, or we tend to get hangry, right? So, and it's not like we don't like feeding our kids or nourishing their bodies and making sure they have what they need, but I'm sure you know, and you feel the same way that I do, that like feeding them, it feels like just one of those never-ending chores that maybe, I mean, I actually enjoy cooking. I don't know about you, but I don't really love the daily grind of feeding my family. Now, I feel like that sounds so bad when I say that. And that's that mom guilt that we kind of have to let go. But so at any rate, guess what? There's a Real Organized Mom system for making sure that there's food in the house and there's some kind of meal plan. And I've got 3 super simple steps for you again today. So let's start. Step number 1 is to decide which meals you're planning. So are you going to plan all 3 meals? Are you planning breakfast, lunch, and dinner because you're at home and you need to? Or are you just planning breakfast and dinner because everyone's home for those things? Are you just planning dinner? At my house, we pretty much just plan dinners, and I have stuff in the house that I know that everybody will eat for breakfast, and then we do something else for lunches, which I'm not going to go into here. But if you want to know, you can DM me and I'll tell you. I just want to keep this simple. So that's step 1. Figure out what meals you're planning. Super simple, right? Step 2, get out your calendar. I know you're shocked to hear me say that, right? I told you that everything revolves around the calendar, and that is why it is secret or system number 1 that we tackle in the Real Organized Email class. And so this time you're getting out your calendar, and I want you to look at what activities you have for the next week. And that's step 2. Step 3, make a plan for including who's cooking and what they're cooking. Okay, so it's just step 1, figure out what you're planning. Step 2, look at your calendar. Step 3, make the plan. And it's tons easier than you think making the plan is when you know what you're planning and you integrate your calendar. So for example, if you're planning dinners only, which was step 1, figuring out what you were planning, and you know you have a soccer game on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, looking at your calendar, step 2, and you know you're not going to be home until later, then you know maybe you either need a crock pot dinner or an Instapot dinner. Maybe you need something super quick that you can cook between when you get home from work and when you have to leave, or maybe budget allows and you're going to eat out. None of that really matters. What matters is that you make a plan for that night and that you already knew that there was a soccer game. So you made your plan accordingly based on the fact that there is a soccer game. And that plan is the key to motherhood sanity and keeping those massive meltdowns and those hangry moments away. It's also the key to not be trolling the frozen food aisle at 7:30 at night at Target, wondering what the heck to feed everyone. Been there, done that. So for the meals that you are eating at home, you're going to need to make a plan for who's cooking and what's being made, and I want you to write that plan down. So at my house, my girls each cook 1 dinner a week. So, and that's what I mean by who's planning. And then I'm responsible for the others, or we eat out or whatever. So, and we have that, and it's part of the plan, and they know they have to plan something, and I know I'm responsible for the rest. So in the Real Organized Email, the gold package, there is a planner. Well, actually, either package, you get a bonus planner with it. And in the planner, there's a specific spot for you to write down your meal plan. So it's all integrated right into your calendar, which is super handy. There's also a whole bunch of other printables related to meal planning that are included in the gold package. And they are all designed to make things super simple and super fast for you to implement this and to be able to keep it up on a weekly basis. The other thing that I am absolutely loving and using these days is an app and website called Plan to Eat. And it is super simple meal planning. The dogs were just let in. My little mini doxies coming over to see me. It's a super simple planning app that lets you import recipes from anywhere on the web, and it imports them with the ingredients and the directions, and then when you drag and drop them onto your calendar, it creates a shopping list for you. So it literally can take you like 5 minutes to meal plan for the week, and you can print out a shopping list. Or I don't really like the interface of using the shopping list in the app and going into the store with that, but maybe it would work better for you than it does for me. I print it out and then put it in a different app that I use for a shopping list, which sounds rather redundant. But anyway, it makes the Plan to Eat makes it so stinking fast and easy to meal plan and get that grocery list, which is like gold. So, and if you check them out, I would absolutely love it if you would use my affiliate link, because then I will get a little thank you if you sign up. And the affiliate link for that is plantoeat.com/ref, R-E-F, ref/Real Coke. So it's plantoeat.com/ref/Real Coke. And kind of coming back around from that suggestion, honestly, the hardest part of meal planning is then following the plan, which seems to be a theme with all of these systems. Is like, once you get them in place, you have to use them. So you made the meal plan, now you have to use it. The thing that I want to say is, as moms, we all know that life happens, and that there's definitely going to be times that you don't use a meal because maybe the soccer game went long, or somebody got sick, or some just change happened, and that's always going to be part of mom life, right? And so I show you more in the class. There's really easy ways to then just forward those meals to the next week and use them then. And Plan to Eat also makes that really simple to just forward a meal. So And the bonus of that is that it makes your meal planning the next week even faster because you already have at least whatever that one meal was planned and you already have the ingredients for it on hand. Bonus. So, all right. And the last thing I want to say about meal planning is I know that a lot of moms are resistant to making a meal plan because, I mean, let's be honest, it's just not very sexy or fun, is it? They're kind of a pain. But I promise you that it only takes a few minutes and it yields happier kids and it yields happier mom. And the other part that I like is that you can save a lot of money by meal planning and can totally help your budget out. So as usual, there are more details, there are pro tips, and tons of bonus ideas surrounding meal planning in the Real Organized email class. So what are you waiting for? I know that you want to feel less stressed and less frazzled, and you want more peace, and you want to enjoy motherhood more, or you wouldn't still be listening to me. And I promise you that signing up for the Real Organized email class is going to help you feel less stressed. And it's going to help you have some free time that you can do something you enjoy. And it's going to help you enjoy being a mom more because when you reduce that stress and that frazzle and that overwhelm that you've been feeling, it just makes the whole thing more enjoyable. And that's really what we're all after. So it's all just a win-win. And so head over to realcoke.com/organized mom and get yourself signed up today. You're going to be so happy that you did. And don't forget to share it with a friend also because you know you've got some mom friends who could very much so benefit from feeling less stressed and overwhelmed as well. And next time I'll be sharing tip number 5, so I will see you then.